Yo guys, what's going on? Buzzy here, back at you with another video, and today we got some news to talk about. First of all, I guess we'll start with the most impactful news, and then we'll go backwards from there. Today, well, technically yesterday, I guess, because they said that the ban list would get announced on the 20th. I guess they meant the 20th in Japan, because we got this ban list yesterday, and they didn't add any cards to the ban list, guys. I personally am in full support of this. I don't think there's any card in the expanded format or in the standard format that needs to be banned or changed in any way, shape, or form. There's a few cards that people were talking about they wanted to see banned or errated. The first one being Bridget. They wanted errata to include. People wanted the errata to include GXs because currently, as it's written, it says search your deck for 1 basic EX or 3 basic Pokemon, except for Pokemon EX, and put them onto your bench. People wanted to include EXs. They feel like that the card was not designed with GXs in mind. I personally don't buy that. I feel like Pokemon might have the next 2 or 3 years worth of cards planned out to make sure things aren't overpowered, because otherwise they would probably print more powerful GXs than they currently are. If we go ahead and we look at Pokemon, we look at GXs, and we look and see what basic GXs are currently available to us, we will see that there is... Ooh, I got a new trade. Okay. We will see that there's nothing really here that is overly powerful that's a basic. Nothing that you would want to, bridge it for and immediately go off with. I mean, there's Wishy-Washy, which has seen no play. It takes 1 energy to attack, and even if you get that much energy, even if you get the 5 energy down on, you're only doing 120 damage. Turtonator, same thing. You're only doing 160. Even if you manage to get 3 energy in standard form, that might be hard to do. Then getting the Turtonator into the active, very hard to do on your first turn. Same thing with Tauros. It's not overly powerful. Tapu Lele is only powerful when played from hand. Same thing with Tapu Koko. Feeney's not overly powerful. Neither is Bulu. Bulu takes 3 energy to freaking attack. Snorlax, it's never seen any play. The Krozma, in standard at least, has not seen a terrible amount of play. It's only seen play in Metagross GX as a secondary attacker. The new Mewtwo GX is yet to see play. I honestly don't see this card being a real issue. Its biggest weakness is that it's weak to Psychic. Marshal's really only seen play in Expanded in Night March. Lapras saw some play in its own deck. Ho-Ho's always been is going to be a companion for Volcanion. Entei, I would be honestly surprised if this card saw any play whatsoever. The only GX that's really powerful to come out in the first turn is Drampa. And Drampa Garb is really the only deck that plays that. So I don't feel like Bridget is overly powerful as a GX, with being able to grab GXs, just because they haven't printed any. And my guess is they're not going to print anything until Bridget is out of format. I think that leaving Bridget as is right now is fine as the way it is. Once it moves into Expanded, that might be up for discussion, but I highly doubt they will change Bridget. I don't think an errata... Pokemon is not really like to errata cards. I mean, last errata we had was Electro from Evolutions, being able to still count as a lightning energy if you Ninja Boyed into a different Pokemon that wasn't lightning. And yeah, that really had no impact. Before that, I think it was Pokemon Catcher where they added the coin flip, which was needed, because otherwise it was just broken. It was Lysander as an item. I don't think if they didn't errata Bridget, I don't think they're ever going to, just because it's kind of too late now. And I don't think they really plan to release anything that's overly broken as a basic GX while it's still in standard. And Expanded, if they do decide to bring out, really broken basic GXs, they'll probably just ban it at that point. The next card people were talking about was Dimension Valley. And I'm in support of them not banning Dimension Valley simply because it just won 1 regional. Like, it won 1 regional. 1. And it's not a card that oppresses the meta. Like, they banned Archeops because it oppressed the meta. It took out a whole strategy out of a deck. And you guys might argue and say, well, Itemlock does the same thing. It's oppressive. But all the Itemlocks really had counters to it, so did Archeops. But the problem with Archeops is that it was a part of a really strong deck that consistently could get Archeops out on turn 1. And if you were playing an Evolution deck, you could not respond really. You just kind of scoop cards off the table and try to go again. I feel like Dimension Valley it doesn't hinder your opponent whatsoever. So I don't feel like it warrants a ban because off that reason alone. And two, there are so many ways in this game to counter stadiums. You could play Field Blower, you could play Delinquent, you could play your own stadium over it. There's even Pokemon with attacks that discard stadiums, like Primal Groudon, Donphan, Lugia from Ancient Origins. There's just so many ways to discard stadiums that I don't feel like it's overly oppressive. Everyone's talking about how Garb Toolbox is best deck in format. The format's broken. Guys, it's one regional. Calm the fuck down. There will be a counter. It's not the best deck in format. Might be the best deck in format right now. That could change, by the next expanded regional. Next expanded regional, we get 2 more sets added. We have Shining Legends that will be legal, and we'll have Crimson Invasion that will be legal. Don't think Dimension Valley is broken enough as it is to warrant a ban and expanded, just because it doesn't oppress your opponent. It's only one regional, and it only benefits one type of Pokemon that's weak to itself. I mean, if you want to beat, a Garb Toolbox deck, just take in a Psychic Attack or play Necrozma. Play a Garb. Play Evolution's Mewtwo. There's a lot of counters to it, guys. Just calm the fuck down. So that's the ban list. The 2 cards people were talking about getting banned. Another card that's always up for discussion, though, is Getsis. Where's Getsis? There we go, Getsis. This card's always up for discussion, but again, while it is a kind of oppressive card, it's played as a one-of in most decks, and the amount of items being played, even in expanded now, has kindly dropped, just because of the prevalence of Garb moving its way down to expanded. I feel like Getsis is starting to lose its potency a little bit. Its only decks it really hits hard are things like Night March and Mega Ray. I find that, at least in my own testing, I feel like Getsis is still as a one of in almost every deck in expanded, especially if you're playing Jirachi or Tapu Lele. Getsis just kind of secures your first turn, let you your opponent from the turn 1. I feel like it's one of those cards that if it was going to be banned, it would have been banned a long time ago. Alright, so that's the end of the ban list drama. Let's go ahead and talk about other news we have. So this is all from PokeBeach, guys. First thing we got is we got a new Solgaleo and a new Lunala. The Solgaleo, I'm gonna say right now, is broken as fuck. I shouldn't say broken. It's extremely good. I mean, it's extremely good. It's Solgaleo, 250 HP, Stage 2, Awesome Cosmoan, Metal typing. The ability is Shining Mane, and it says each of your Pokemon has no weakness. So this takes away all weakness on all your Pokemon, not just your Metal Pokemon, all your Pokemon. I don't even think I need to tell you guys why this is good. It instantly makes Metal instantly viable now, because it takes away Fire weakness, and Fire weakness being a really bad weakness to have when Volcanion is as strong as it is. I feel like this will push Metal decks just up a little bit, maybe not Metagross, but maybe it'll make Solgaleo itself its own deck. Helping you push that extra, helping you, one, not have that weakness, and its first attack, Turbo Strike, for a DCE, guys, a DCE. Turbo Strike, 120 damage, attach 2 basic energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So you get this down and a regular Solgaleo down from summoning base. You turn on your second turn, you use the first Solgaleo's GX attack to pull 5 energy out of your deck and attach it to your Pokemon any way you like. You then Sunsteel Strike on your third turn, knocking out whatever the fuck your opponent has. And then you Ultra Road to this on your 4th turn, and then reattach 2 energy to your Solgaleo on your bench, while doing 120 damage, which is enough to 2-shot anything in the format except for Metagross, and anything with 250 HP. Most things are under 250 right now. This is really good. It's an amazing Pokemon for the Steel typing, which has kind of been lackluster ever since rotation, just because Metagross lost a lot of its potency because it lost VS Seeker, which is kind of a big deal. Its second attack is again a DCE. Whatever that word is, GX. Heal all damage from each of your Pokemon. That's fucking just heal. Boop. Like, if it really punishes your opponent for not taking knockouts You just like, okay, fuck you, I'm just gonna heal all my Pokemon. Cool. Yeah, this card is gonna be its own deck. It's also, I think, will find its way as a 1/0/1 line in a lot of decks. I could see this being playing on Gardevoir just as a tech against another metal deck. Gardevoir replaces DCE and has Secret Spring. You know, this could be a really good recovery tool, or it could just be really good at just healing all your Pokemon in the late game. It's definitely this card is going to be very hot. I imagine we won't get this until our February set, whatever it's called. And then next up we have Lunala GX, a new one, same thing as the old one. This card sucks, guys. It's not that good. For DCE, does 50 damage. For 2 psychic and a DCE, does 200 damage, plus you have to discard 2 psychic energy from it. And then for 3 psychic and a colorless, Requiem GX, just 250 damage. You're not even one-shotting Metagross or Solgaleo, they resist you. And it really has no synergy with the first Lunala because it discards energy. Lunala, the original Lunala, lets you move energy around, lets you do some max potion shenanigans. I'm not sure where they're going with this card. Next up, we have we have a new variety of cards. This is coming in Japan's SM4 set. These are the original Solgaleo and original Lunala full art printings or hyper rare printings in a gold pattern, similar to what we got in Legendary Treasures with Zekrom and Reshiram. Yeah, collectors, go have fun. The rest of us will be not buying these cards because they're going to be ridiculously expensive, especially if they're hard to pull. And then, as you guys see, we have full arts and hyper rares of some of the all the promo Ultra Beasts that are coming out soon, but they're coming out in a promo box. They're not coming out in the set, so they don't get their Ultra Rares and the Rainbow Rares in the set. They're going to get them in the following set with their full arts and their Rainbow Rares. Here you guys go. I think this one's called Pheromosa. I never got to the Ultra Beast. I never finished the Ultra Beast quest, guys. I don't remember most of these names. I know this is Xurkitree. I don't know what this one is. But I know I think that's Pheromosa and that's Xurkitree. Doesn't say the names. No. And then finally, guys, we have today. This was just posted 2 hours ago at the time of recording this video. It's currently about 7:30 in the morning where I am at. The next set is going to be called Ultra Prism. It will be available in America and Europe on the 2nd of February. It will, also the set will introduce a brand new mechanic called Prism Star cards, and six of these Prism Star cards will be made for this set. No future information is available on them. This is kind of an interesting thing because we have had star cards before, like Mudkip Star, Gold Star, like the Gold Star series of cards from back in the day. We did have that before. I'm interested. This is like kind of like Ace. It was kind of like Ace Specs, but for Pokemon. Go have one copy of that specific Pokemon in your deck. So I'm wondering if that's what they're going for here, or if it's just me describing a hollow pattern in a type of rarity, kind of like how there was the break rarity in the break block. Yeah. So, but that's all we really got about the new set and the new mechanic, though. We'll have to wait and see what we get from that. But yeah, guys. So I guess one other thing I can do real quick is I can. Let me just get this out here. Let me tease what decks we have going on for tomorrow. I will show you guys. I need to reset my filters. It will involve a grass Pokemon. Which one of these grass Pokemon do you think I will be showcasing tomorrow in our standard Saturday video? Which one do you guys think I will be talking about? Also, I guess I can just show you guys what I got to trade for. Trade window. I tease this for you guys. This is going to be next week's expanded video, guys. Let's have some fun. Let me know what you guys think about all the news down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace out.